Hey guys, so in video today we're going to be talking about the boss areas in Fortnite, and specifically the boss challenges where you have to go and eliminate a given boss 2, 3, X number of times, and get a little bit into how I think game design is and what the Epic were going for with it and things like that. So I just thought it'd be a little interesting video. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. So, yeah, there is a challenge in Fortnite this week to kill Iron Man at Stark Industries 3 times. Okay, there was a very similar challenge to kill Doctor Doom in the first couple of weeks. First week, I think it was. And I hate these challenges. Going and specifically having to kill one of the boss characters who has mythic abilities is one of the most frustrating and annoying things that the challenges present in Fortnite. Now, the reason for this is multiple, but it's frustrating because you have to get lucky in multiple areas to be able to actually complete the challenge. So you have to get lucky knowing where the boss is in the area, and they do move around. Like Doctor Doom was either in his mansion or he was in the underground base under the football pitch. Right? Iron Man is seems to be always in pretty much the same place, but it's on across 2 or 3 levels. So if you get the wrong level, you're pretty screwed. So that's one thing. You then have to be able to get a weapon drop pretty quickly. And basically, if you don't get a weapon drop in the first 5 seconds, there's no point in trying the challenge, because they'll either be already dead or there'll be too many people swarming you to be able to complete it. The next thing is that you have to get lucky with the people dropping in. You either have to get lucky that not enough or not a lot of people are dropping in to cause you too much of a problem, or they are more concerned with killing each other than they are getting the boss and getting the mythic abilities. If you get all 3 of these correct, which is quite a big ask if you sit and think about it, then you might get a chance at taking down the boss and picking up the abilities. But even then, you can take down the boss, pick up the abilities, and be immediately smoked because 5 people suddenly rush into the room to find the abilities because they finally picked up weapons. It's and it's just a prime them doing that. Then if they're going for the challenge, it's just a prime example of what we're talking about. There's then no point in them being there because someone else has got the challenge. So yeah, so you got that. But if you sit and think about it, it isn't bad game design. And what I mean by this, obviously I'm not a game designer. I have designed a game, but I'm not a professional game designer. I don't know the ins and outs in it. I have a brain and been playing games since I was 5. So it's been a while. So the idea behind the boss characters and the mythic abilities is not a bad one, and they only want 1 or 2 of them in the game depending on the mythic ability. Or the most powerful ones, only one person can really have them at a time. And that's good because they don't want people to be uni-beaming each other into oblivion all the time. They've got all these other weapons in the game. They want people to figure out the strategies and the tactics involved in taking on people with the powerful mythic abilities using the weapons that are already in the game. That's good. That's brilliant game design, is that. You've put all this effort into the balancing of all the weapons and making sure that there are counters to everything. So you might as well use that, which is excellent. That's really good. That's what you want. You get the Iron Man abilities like I've just picked up in this clip, and I can go and start and take some people out, but ultimately I'm killed by someone without a mythic ability because I messed up my strategies, and also the other weapons do still do damage, and you can still strategy it out and not be overwhelmed by the mythic abilities. So that's one reason why it's not bad game design. The other thing is they want to create areas of contention. They want to have these places where people can go and have fun, and having fun in a battle royale game involves killing other players. That's how it works. The aim is to be the last person standing. Therefore, you want people to go to areas where there's other players to get kills, and if they're good enough, they can potentially get out of there with the mythic abilities, with a bunch of skill and kills, and then go on to rotate out and win the rest of the game. So they want those areas of contention in the game because it's fun. They then want to drive people to those mythic ability, to those areas of contention. So they then put the boss characters in with the mythic abilities in there, which again leads more people to go, and you get more fun areas and more people to kill, and it brings fun to the game. Again, not bad game design. Where it falls down are these challenges where they are forcing you to go kill the boss character 2 or 3 times, because like I say, when you can't get on in time and get a weapon in time, and there's people swarming you and you can't get to where the boss is, you can't complete the challenge. It's impossible to complete that challenge if you are not very lucky in the first 5 seconds of you dropping into that spot. So then this is why these challenges for me should not be in the game. Because the people who they're not very good players who just want to play and grind out the challenges because they don't have that many people to play with, like me, want to grind out the challenges. But then these challenges become hyper frustrating because you can't do them most of the time. You'll spend more time getting killed because you can't actually complete the challenge. The bosses themselves are nothing. It's not like a Dark Souls boss where you have to spend 2 hours learning all their patterns so you then can maybe get lucky taking them down if you are really, really, really on the ball. You have to be really on the ball in that game. These guys, they're nothing. They wouldn't even be considered mini bosses in most games. It's just a combination of everything then leads you to get frustrated, and it just bears out frustration, which is not fun. That frustration could really affect people. I know when I first started Fortnite such frustrations really took its toll when I was first streaming, because I was wanting to make a go at streaming and wanting to be better at Fortnite, and I was thinking that I should be better because I've been playing games all this long, and it don't work like that. I've come to learn, but that's why those challenges should not be in the game. Now, if Iron Man was to randomly spawn somewhere around the map, that would change. That would be an interesting way to do it, and it would change things slightly. But then you lose the reason for people to go to the area of contention, which then defeats the point. So it's an interesting one. They're not going to take these challenges out of the game. I know they're not going to change these challenges out of the game. This video will not get viewed by anyone at Epic, and it will definitely not become big enough to get viewed by anyone at Epic. But I just felt I had some valid points to say on the nature of how I feel game design was. I know what they're trying to do. I know they're trying to balance the game. I know why they're trying to do it. It doesn't make it any less frustrating for people trying to grind out that challenge and move on. Because there will be people who play this not just to get kills and try and win the game, but to do the challenges and experience all the different aspects of the game. So yeah, it can be very frustrating, very, very frustrating, but if you sit and think about why they've done it and what the game design is, you can understand that why they did it that way. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on the boss challenges and the boss characters in Fortnite. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like and subscribe.